Hello? Hello? I don't like this bit on Facebook Live. I know that we've got to wait a bit for people to join. I wonder if there's anybody out there this Saturday morning just hanging out on Facebook who feels like coming to join me to talk about money. Let's talk about money. Hi, 2 people are on. Hi. Say hello. 8 people are on. Wow, this is fantastic. You're around. I didn't think you'd be around on Saturday. Is it morning still? No, Saturday afternoon. I thought you'd be out shopping or, doing the housework or whatever. Hi, Kieran. Love you. Yeah, I've got something on my mind that I've really wanted to be sharing for all of this week, really. I've had a really fantastically busy week. 2017 is shaping up really nicely, and this month has been a real year of contemplation and collaboration. So I've been having lots of meetings and really thinking about how I want my year to go and what it's going to take for that year to really come to pass. So it's been a fantastic start to the year. We're already at the 21st. Can you believe it? So how's your month been? How's your 2017 shaping up so far? Hi Mike, Harrison, nice to see you. Listen, I want to talk about money. And I've been thinking about this. This has been brewing since last year because 2016 was a really challenging year for me, and a lot of the people that I come into contact with, my clients, my customers, my connections, my family, just lots of people really struggled in 2016, and it sort of got me in a contemplative place where I was thinking about how do I step up what I'm bringing to my clients so that what is it my clients need to achieve my passion of seeing another level, a higher level of women in senior leadership, another level of presence of women in senior leadership, another level of difference making, because honestly our world is in real trouble and we really need more women stepping up, more women handling their position in senior leadership to really make a difference. So I, as a coach and as a mentor and trainer, I really in 2016 started thinking about what do I need to offer? Is my offering enough? What needs to happen to make my offering more effective and help women to achieve that next level of growth and evolution in their own leadership? And my message expanded in 2016. So some of you will have heard me talking about show up mastery. So I really do help women. It's my thing to help women to show up authentically, show up for real, show up as the true them in leadership and life, and then to speak up, to find their message, find out what it is they care about, find out what it is they want to say, and then present it in the world of work in a really powerful way. And then the third part of my offering from last year was around shaking things up. So I like to say shake things the hell up, and it was all about mastering the art of feminine disruption, really shaking up the way that the marketplace runs, because that's obviously what the world needs most. Is that we need to find new ways of doing things, and it's the people who are already in position that are going to make that change happen. So in my search for what else my clients and my customers and my audience needs from me, I realized that I needed, if I was going to help women to do more, be more at work and in leadership, I needed to help them to do 2 things. In addition to speaking up and showing up and shaking things up, I needed to help them in 2 other areas, and the first one was around support. So think about who's supporting you. I realise that a lot of us are trying to do life without support, trying to do leadership without support, and a lot of women are burnt out, carrying a heavy load. It's just too much for us on our own, and we're not designed to live and work and lead on our own. So support, I knew I needed to teach women and talk about a lot more how to create supportive networks, really effective supportive networks. But the other area that I needed to expand my message in order to help women was around security. Because here's what I've noticed. I noticed that in the real workplace, there were things that needed to be addressed, and the people, the women that were in place to address them, weren't addressing them, weren't speaking up, weren't showing up, weren't challenging, weren't shaking things up. And I wanted to know what that was about. I wanted to know why I wasn't saying some of the things that is in my heart to say, some of the messages that I want to bring. Sometimes I find myself pulling back, and I wanted to understand what's stopping us from really showing up powerfully. And you know what? One of the biggest things that I'm seeing and becoming really aware of, it's money. Money. It's like our job, we see our job, our work, as the way to get paid. And we're so worried about money that we daren't speak up or shake things up or show up fully and for real. We daren't challenge things that aren't working in our industry or in our organisation or in our department, because in part we don't think we've got the option of doing that, because we don't want to rock our financial boat. We don't want to put our pay in jeopardy. We don't want to risk sabotaging our income. And yeah, I'm thinking that we've got a dilemma on our hands, because the world really needs us to be shaking up and changing and contributing to the evolution of our organisations and our industries. But on the other hand, there's a mindset that says, shut your mouth, keep your head down, do what you have to do to get paid because Johnny needs to go to private school, or, oh my God, my battery's low, or you know, I've got to pay my mortgage and I can't afford to not be receiving this. So I've been thinking about this, and let me tell you, we've got to get this handled, ladies. Me included, we have to create a liberty to show up for real, to speak up for real, to shake things up for real by getting our financial life in order. We've got to get our money shizzle together. We've got to start thinking about how to create security and safety in our financial situation. Let me see. I better plug in my phone. Hold on 1 minute. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot to check the battery. Sorry. Thanks for finding it funny. Yeah, so I was saying that, you know, in order for us to release ourselves from the fear of reprimand for being ourselves, for showing up, for speaking up, we're going to have to deal with our money shizzle. We're going to have to get our money life together. So let me ask you, are you worried about money? Are you happy with your financial life? Or is every decision, here's a good test, is every decision that you make, does it always keep coming back to money? Think about that for a minute. How you decide whether you're going to do something or not do it, say something or not say it, is all about, at the root of it, about money. Or are you always having more month left than your money? Or if you had to stop working right now, for whatever reason, how long would you be okay without your pay? I tell you, I saw a statistic the other day that said out of 100 people, by the age of 67 in this country, just one person would be what you'd call wealthy. And just, I think, 4 people would be financially free out of 100. The rest would be either financially struggling and still working, or dead broke. That bothers me. And it explains a lot of what I'm seeing when I turn up and work with women in the marketplace. It explains a lot in my life. We really do have to get our financial things together. And I'm really calling, I'm making this Facebook Live to challenge you to really start to think about what needs to happen so that you don't have to conform to anyone or anything because you are secure financially. What needs to happen? What needs to happen so that if in any eventuality you are free to say, to express, to do what you are, wherever you are, to do? Think about that. How is money stopping you? I really want you to think about this, and I really want you to think about how you can make 2017 a year that you actually start. Actually, I made some notes somewhere. Yeah, so this is what I want you to do for 2017. I want you to see wealthy as part of your identity. I want you to see wealthy as part of who you are, that you are wealthy. And then have the courage to see yourself from that place and look at your life, look at your money life and say, is my money life reflecting my identity as a wealthy woman? It's a powerful question. I've been asking myself these questions, so that's why I know I can be bold to tell you to ask them as well, right? So I want you to face it. I want you to face your situation. Ask yourself the question about if you weren't working, if you had to stop working, what money would be left? How long could you cope without that pay? You see, I don't think it's okay for you to be relying on a place to survive. It's not okay to have just one place, because then you see what will happen, and what happens all the time is that you end up curtailing and conforming the way you show up to not put that money at risk. And sometimes a risk needs to be taken if you're going to fulfill the call on your life, or if you're going to speak up and fulfill your role, or if you're going to challenge things that aren't working, or if you're going to go against the grain. What we need to liberate ourselves from is the fear that this is going to result in my child not being able to go to school, or my mortgage not going to be able to be paid. Do you get what I mean? So I want you to have a why that's rooted in more than money. Have a why that's rooted in more than money. Why are you the leader in that organisation? Why are you working there? What is your why for being in that role? Because it can't just be about money. Surely it has to have some root in the mission of the organisation, the mission, the responsibility of the organisation to impact the world somehow. So I'm asking you to think about this. I'm asking you to think about what is your why apart from money for doing what you're doing. And then I want you to consider, where else could you receive and create other streams of income that would supplement and begin to build assets? I've been watching Ann Wilson. If you haven't been watching her, definitely look her up. I've been reading Think and Grow Rich this month. I've been definitely studying this stuff. This is a journey that I'm on. I'm just inviting you to join me on my own journey, right? I've been reading this book. It's back to front. Danny Johnson, First Steps to Wealth. I've been really saturating my mind with, I've just made a decision. I've made a decision. I'm inviting you to make a decision too, that we can no longer be held back or suppressed because we feel we haven't got any choice. We can't afford to rock a boat because of money. It's time for us to get our financial shizzle handled. So let me see if you're making any comments. Let me see. Let's see. Rosaline, hello, my darling. Jasmine Hart, thank you for joining. Karen, oh my goodness, it's lovely to see you here. Jasmine, Mark, love you. Steve, love you too. Oh my God, it's really good to see you. All right, today we're talking about money and leadership, and I'm telling you that it is time for us to get our money shizzle handled. We cannot be silenced by fear of losing our income. We must liberate ourselves from that, and we must start to think about how to create other streams of income, how to generate assets, how to handle our debt, how to become financially stable, so that when we go to work, we can really give ourselves to the mission that we're there to accomplish. Think about that for a minute. Think about what that would look like if you didn't have to worry, that you could go against the grain if you needed to. You could speak up and find your voice and express yourself fully. You know, at the end of the day, free and full expression makes one alive. It really does. It really does liberate you. I hope that this is speaking to someone. I'm really on a mission to sort my life out financially, and I really want to encourage you to do the same. In fact, I'm looking for let me tell you, I'm looking for 3 women to join me in an idea that I have about how we can begin to educate and help women to find their way to releasing themselves from financial burden. So if you think that you might be one of those women, then PM me after this Facebook Live. And even if you're not, then really what I want you to do in this thread is I want you to write down what this message is saying to you, and what's one thing that you might start to do right now, today even, to begin to get a handle on your financial situation. Some of you need to pull your credit file. Some of you need to buy a book. Some of you just need to tell your spouse, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your children that we're drawing a line in the sand now and we're going to change some things around. I feel this so strongly. The world needs to change, and we need people who are whole and free and in position to be fearless about going about doing whatever it takes to change our world. And right now, the workforce, the leadership, the people who follow the leadership are afraid. And I think money is a really big part of that. So please think about this. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm so grateful for you to be here with me right now. I'm sending you love. I'm excited about 2017. I'm challenging you to make this the year that you start to turn your financial life around and liberate yourself from the shackles of fear about money. All right, that's it from me. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, let me see if there's any comments. Jasmine, what do you mean depending is your standard? Explain for me, Jasmine, so that I can understand. I need a new boot. Raquel, explain. Hi, Fiona. We're talking about money, Fee. This is what I needed to hear. Yeah. I'm telling you, Kieran, it's been heavy on my heart, and it's a burden now. We must get ourselves free. We must. Otherwise we can't do fully what we're here to do. We just can't do it. A healthy relationship with money is freeing. Yeah, absolutely, Marianne. I'm learning this so powerfully. Can you hear my enthusiasm, guys? I'm telling you, I'm enthusiastic about this message, because let me tell you, last year I felt like I was, for a lot of the time, I felt like I was just on my knees to go, what is it? What is going on here in my life and in the life of the people that I was connected to? And I'm telling you, money is such a big part of that. Money is such a big part of that. So listen, I was thinking about a scripture that this has just come back to me, and it's in Proverbs chapter 14, and it's King Solomon writing, and he says that all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. And that's been really speaking straight to me, that that sometimes all we do is talk about what we're going to do and what we're going to fix and what we're going to make better and what what we're going to achieve, what we're going to accomplish, especially in our financial life. But year after year, we're living the same year that we lived the year before, and the year before that, and the decade before that, and the year that our parents have lived. Like, it's time for us to really draw a line and get this thing handled. Bye, Jasmine. Julia, Queen Jules, I love you so much. Hi, Melanie. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I hope that this is meaningful, and I really want you to find one thing that you can commit to today to really begin a new journey, a new chapter in handling your money life. I think it's the key. I think it's the key to liberating yourself to do what you're here to do. See you later. Do you know that I still haven't worked out how to turn off this video? Oh no.